Valheim is already an amazing game for builders, but sometimes the vanilla tools and mechanics and assets just aren't enough. Whether you want to construct a massive fortress, an underground lair, or a sprawling Viking village, modding can take your building skills to the next level and truly expand upon how you'd like to build. Hello all, I'm Atlas and this is Mod Watch. In this series, we take a look at mods from games across the entire gaming sphere to highlight the cool things that modders are doing. This series takes an overview approach for those who are new to my channel, meaning we don't fully deep dive everything in the mod, but instead give a quick glance. With that said, if you guys have any ideas of what mods to cover next or what combination of mods, let me know down below in the comments. If you have played with any of the mods mentioned today, you can also let others know how those mods play for you. While normally in this series we focus on one or two complementary mods, I want to highlight a larger handful to give builders some love. I'll be using a lot of video clips and screenshots from well-known builders, so don't be intimidated by them. They're just there to highlight the cool things that you can build. Starting off, before we dive into any of the custom building pieces, let's talk about the ultimate tools for Valheim builders. If you've ever felt limited by the game's default building mechanics, these mods are going to change everything. Sometimes, all you need is a good tool or mechanic to change how you build to unleash your creativity. To start off, if you plan on downloading a lot of building mods, there's one mod you have to start with, and that's Seer's Catalog. This mod is mandatory as it allows users to scroll and resize the building menu. Without this mod, you won't be able to see all of the items. Secondly, we have, of course, the building skill mod. This one adds actual skill progression system to building, making it so the more you build, the better you get. Reduced resource costs, increased stability, and other perks mean you can build bigger and better without worry. I included this mod in this list for the Vanilla Plus players because Smoothbrain really does make some of the best mods available when it comes to utility and simplicity. So there's no reason not to show her some love here, as this mod fits perfectly for this video. Following that, we have the Infinity Hammer, a must-have for any serious builder. This mod lets you duplicate, move, rotate objects with precision, allowing for perfect placement. No more struggling with snapping points or uneven terrain. This mod offers so many different features, it will literally need its own dedicated video. But for now, I'll highlight it with a video clip from Dakar's adventure map video.
Now my chosen buildings needed some weathering, and for that, I was in luck. Thanks to some recent breakthroughs over at Mad Wizard headquarters, we could now create infinite health objects with the damaged look in a vanilla-friendly manner, meaning they don't require an installed mod. Better yet, the same technique can help reduce network traffic. My buildings were now looking appropriately aged, but they still needed something more. I wrote out a command to rotate each object a small amount on its own axis, which would give a crooked and collapsing appearance. Combining both together was exactly what I was looking for.
Now let's look at some incredible building expansions by the Odin Plus team. The Odin Plus series of mods brings a variety of themed structures that completely change the way you build. With Odin's Kingdom, you can build your own Viking kingdom. Odin's Kingdom provides everything you need to create an expansive settlement worthy of the gods. Everything from castle pieces to castle decorations. With Odin's Undercroft, maybe you're a fan of being a dwarven architect. Odin's Undercroft is probably one of my favorite mods, as it allows you to build a rather large living space that can be turned into a fortress of sorts. However, it basically creates a dungeon. For those of you who want to make cool dungeons, Odin's Hollow gives you a template base and lots of room types to play around with, and even some default spawner setups. I apologize, I included this mod and I forgot to get a video clip of it, unlike the Odin's Undercroft, which comes later in the video. Odin's Kingdom mod features even more castle and medieval style additions. There is some overlap with Odin's Architect and Odin's Kingdom, but they have differing enough textures that I think it's fine. Recently, the team has gotten permission to allow many Odin Plus individual team mods to now be managed by multiple members of the team. So we're actually seeing a return of many famous and well-loved mods like Odin's Architect and Odin's Kingdom. Now, if you love immersive details, Odin's Food Barrels mod lets you stack up storage and create Viking-style food stores and supply rooms. The best part about this mod is the inventory management. Want to create pretty but functional houses with different functions? This is a great addition for that, you see, because the blueberry barrel, that only allows blueberries in it. Every barrel, every basket, and every bowl is built for a specific natural resource in Valheim, meaning you can have pretty and functional storage that doesn't become a huge hodgepodge of things. Next up, let's check out Blackstars Building mods, which is not inclusive of all of his building mods, but I just want to highlight some of them. His mods bring refined materials into the mix, which are perfect for specialized builds. If you're looking for an expanded vanilla palette, these mods give new resources and hundreds of new pieces, but allow you to pick and choose exactly what you want from separate packages. So for instance, if you want clay build pieces, you download the clay mod. If you want refined stone pieces, you download that mod. If you're looking for an early game but stronger material than wood to add variations, clay build pieces adds in duplicates of all vanilla pieces with some new pieces, and yet they offer a bit more stability than the wooden ones. The textures also beautifully complement what's already in-game. The Clay Build Pieces mod introduces smooth, refined textures that give your buildings a somewhat polished look. Now, for those aiming to build a nearly indestructible mountain fortress, and you just want to use stone pieces, refined stone pieces add strong and durable materials for walls, towers, and defenses. This mod mixes well with other stone piece mods, even though the textures may not match some of the stuff from like Odin's Plus Teams mods. Because of the color scale of the pieces, they actually work incredibly well together. If you prefer a natural aesthetic, fine wood pieces let you create a stunning treehouse or a forest retreat that blends seamlessly with Valheim's landscape and its already existing assets. This simply expands what you can make with core wood, giving you just as much variation as some other build pieces. For those of you who love interior decoration, I've got two mods from Blackstar as well. Dark wood furniture and fine wood furniture, both of these mods offer mostly the same pieces, making it all up to personal aesthetics to which you want to use. For those who want to add luxury and sophistication to their builds, dark wood furniture provides detailed decor pieces that make any hall feel like a true Viking palace, whereas fine wood furniture offers bright, light wood alternatives for those who want to embrace modernity and a more classy, modern design. Finally, but definitely not least, I'll offer one more build piece mod. Rusty's Build Pieces. Relatively new on the scene, this mod offers more fantastical build pieces like shelves, alchemy table assets, and more castle-type assets. Some of these are more marble texture than they are stone texture, so you can actually get a giant variation of pieces. You can find various pillars, walls, floors, not poison bottles, not trying to poison you, potion bottles, I can't read, books, and other assets in this pack, further expanding what you can build and use for various needs. Now, before I sign off, I do want to make mention that this is obviously not actually the best, or even all of the building asset mods that are out there. Just the ones with the most popularity and modders that I know that I can guarantee stability with their mods. There's hundreds more building mods, Heck, there's even mods I downloaded for background shots that I didn't mention in this video. Blackstar and Odins team have a massive variety of building mods. There's even mods out there for Egypt-style buildings, Korean buildings, which you saw in the video, and other various assets. More Gates is another mod that, due to the original modder abandoning modding for an unknown reason, it comes and goes quite often. But I didn't want to recommend it to people because of that reason. You might have a game update and might not see the mod for another year. Clutter is also another mod I would have loved to show, but it hasn't, again, been updated in a year. Valheim is amazing on its own, but sometimes mods make it that much better. Building mods can be some of the best and easiest mods to use because sometimes the only thing you need is new pieces and assets to spark creativity for a new playthrough. And yes, while I do intend to cover many of these mods on their own in the future or in smaller, more detailed collectives like Blackstars collection or the Odins collection, I wanted to try and spark some creativity with this video. With that all said, I'll also talk about a special website that a lot of builders and YouTubers use, Valheimians.com. Valheimians is a community of builders, YouTube creators, and map makers that offer worlds to play, maps to play, and even have entire videos of tutorials uploaded there. They regularly have contests, and you can find artists of all kinds there, so if that's your jam, I wanted to give them a shout out as well. With these mods, the possibilities are practically endless. Whether you're designing a vast kingdom or an underground fortress or a cozy cabin in the woods, these building mods unlock an entirely new level of creativity. Which of these mods are you most excited to try? Let me know down below in the comments. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me in the channel. If you guys are interested in any of the mods mentioned, as always, they're in the description. I have also included a Discord link to Azumat's Discord, where a lot of modders hang out and can offer insight into mod issues. If you guys want to come and talk mods or suggestions or just hang out, my Discord link is also included down below. This has been ModWatch, I'm Atlas, and I'll see you guys real soon.